up? Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk to you about thinning your hair. Is that natural? Okay, so let's get into it. Some people do naturally have thinner hair. When I say thin, I mean fewer hairs per square inch on your head. But that's not what I'm talking about. So what's the whole point of this video? To tell you that you could be prematurely thinning your ends. When you really don't have thin hair, you'll think your hair is thin or fine, but it's not. It's the detangling tools you're using in your hair, and that's what I want to bring to you guys. This entire video is about the detriments and horrors of improper detangling. Okay, you really want to detangle effectively because that can seriously mess up your hair, thin out your ends, and then when you straighten it, it'll be all uneven. Or when you wear a big afro, you'll like see through the ends a lot, and that's never cool, never cute. Okay, so we don't want to do that. Let me bring you the tools. This is all about detangling tools. So let me bring you the good and the bad and the ugly. Okay, let me show you what's going on. Let me start with the ugly. The ugly, the tools that I absolutely hate to use to detangle my hair. And mind you, before I do the ugly, let me tell you the most beautiful thing that everybody should always use, which is a wide tooth comb. This comb has a little fine edge, but I never use that. A seamless wide tooth comb. Everyone should always use a seamless wide tooth. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. A seamless wide tooth comb, because these are the healthiest for your hair. It's seamless. It's not gonna slowly wear away at your cuticle with the seams. Seams can do that. Seams can potentially wear away and prematurely snap and cut off little fine individual strands of hair. That's why you like to use a seamless comb, because it's gentlest on the hair. And this is a Hercules Stagman comb. I got it from hotcombs.net. I'll have the link down below. Okay, so this is the best. Let's get right into the ugly. I want this video to be kind of shortish, so I'm trying not to talk so much. The ugly, what I absolutely hate. This is really, really bad. Really bad. This is a large palette. This is ugly. This is a big ugly for my 4Cs. I am a 4C, so extremely kinky, like the kinkies of the kinky. Like, oh my gosh, you're gonna break a comb, that's my hair. You don't want to use normal big paddle brushes when you have 4C hair. It will rip and pull and rip your hair out of your head. It's really bad, so big ugly. The second ugly, which I hate just as much, is the Denman brush, okay? I detest the Denman brush, not because I want to hate it. I wanted to love it. I used it for years trying to love it. Cannot, will not, never will love this thing. This thing is horrendous. This thing rips my... Look, let me show you, literally. I modified it to 3 bristles. Three bristles. And it still rips my hair out of my head. And mind you, when I use all these smaller brushes, I always go through with a wide tooth first. I take like little 2x2 sections. I go through with my wide tooth, and then I go through with one of these finer tools. And that's supposed to be the magic, oh, let me smooth it. But no, it just rips my hair out of my head. Like, I get big chunks, it rips my hair out of my head. And I know I'm not the only one. I know if you are a 4C out there, you feel my pain. And even if you're not a 4C, if you're like a 4A, you can feel it, because why people modify the Denman brush so much, because it is notorious for ripping people's hair out of their head. But I did the ultimate modification. This is the bad. So remember, these are all my finer detangling tools. I used to do like my braid outs and stuff. And so I always, as I said, go through first with a wide tooth for everything that I'm showing you, and then go through with the finer brush. So that was the ugly. This is the bad, but I still like it. I kind of want to call it good. This is a very small, normal paddle brush. It's a regular paddle brush, but it's small. I love it. I adore it because it is smaller in surface area, so it really does rip less hair out of my head because of that fact. So I love that. I really, really do. So I call it bad just because I found the best thing now, and I'm about to tell you what it is. But it's really good. I highly recommend it if you want something to really do a good thorough detangle on your hair, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, I highly recommend a normal small paddle brush because it really does the job. Go through in small, like 2x2 inch sections, and it really gets it like nice and smooth. A regular small paddle brush. That being said, it still rips a lot of hair. Seriously, I mean, I'm telling you, it's still like that much hair coming out. It's still a decent amount of hair. It's still bad. It's still bad, okay? It's a lot better, but it's still bad. Okay, and this is like no man's land. It's on the same level as this, the normal size wet brush. And I did a video and I had to annotate it because I like another version of it better. The wet brush, I really love this brush. It's a really, really nice brush, okay? I'm loving it. But it still rips too much hair out of my head, and I said that in my wet brush review. I need to find, why do I care about this? Because if I don't, I cannot finger detangle. I cannot, it doesn't matter. I cannot just use a wide tooth comb. If I do that, I will literally be ripping mats on my head. I have to go through with a fine tool. Like this is not just vanity. This is not just convenience. This is necessity. I need a small, I have to do this or I get mats and knots in my hair. So this was my favorite, but the problem is it's too big and this is the regular size and it still rips too much hair out of my head. Ergo, the mini wet brush, it's called the Squirt, and same principle as the small paddle brush, it's just smaller. So therefore it has a small surface area and it does in fact rip less hair out of your head. And I really, really like that. It's my favorite brush. I use it so far every time I'm going to detangle my hair. Yeah, I use it twice a month. I know in my detangling video I said I use it once a month, and in my wet brush review video I also said I use it once a month. It's so cute. Isn't it adorable? It's so adorable. Okay, I know I said I use it once a month in both videos, but I had to up it to twice a month because I still get a little bit of knotting. So twice a month is perfect for me. It still is a little bit on the, it's not as little as when I just use my wide tooth comb. I get like that much hair when I just use my wide tooth. When I use this, I get like this much hair-ish. Not too bad. It's the least amount of hair, but I still don't want to overuse it and use it every week because it does rip a little bit more hair. It does do a little bit of ripping, but it's the best. It's really good. It's very minimal. So I really, really like it. I highly recommend this. And I'll have the link down below to this little Squirt brush if you want to check it out. This is all about health. And that's why I decided to bring this video to you guys, because your hair needs to be healthy. And if you have the same matting and knotting problem as I do, you will really appreciate this, because you have to. A lot of people, I haven't found anybody on here on YouTube that really has my same problem, because I have to use a fine brush. If I didn't want to use a brush, I could use a medium tooth comb. So I would go through with a wide tooth and then go through with a medium tooth. And that gives me the finer detangling, so you're breaking it down easily. If I tried to go through with a finer tooth, like I never try to go and just brush because it's going to be difficult, because my hair is very extremely kinky. I don't do that. You have to gradually detangle to make it easier for yourself and healthy, okay? Because really, if I went through with the brush, you're ripping more hair out of your head the more impatient you are. You really do have to go through with the wide tooth first and then go through with that, with the fine brush. If I need to find somebody like me, tell me if you're like me. If you don't go through with the brush at some point, at least once a month or so, you'll notice that you're getting like serious knots in your hair. Let me know, does this happen to you? Okay, so yeah, that happens to me, and so this is necessity. As I said, this is not just like beauty. This is necessary. If I want to wear my hair out all the time, this is very necessary. Okay, so twice a month, as I said, and that's what I'm talking about. And is your hair really thinning? If you use these types of tools that I absolutely abhor, you will notice that your hair starts getting thinner, because it's literally ripping your hair out of your head. So be wary of that. If you think you have just thin hair, think again. Like, check it out. You might have thin hair, but you can tell when your hair is kind of on the thin side but healthy. If your hair is like seriously thinning out and you can see through it, honey child, no. You need to check out your detangling tools. Check out the way you're handling your hair. Are you pulling it too much? Are you not sleeping on a satin pillowcase and your hair is breaking off a lot on your cotton sheets and things? And this is the biggest culprit, these. Are you ripping your hair out with your detangling tools? Because this is a serious, very real issue. Okay, so just wanted to let you guys know about that. Beware. What you don't know will hurt you. So that's it. I just wanted to present that to you guys. And I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you later.